In this video, we're going to be taking a look at Luke Skywalker, based upon his appearance from Season 2, the very last episode of The Mandalorian. Arguably the most iconic scene from The Mandalorian is when he goes on the Imperial's light cruiser and completely destroys the Dark Troopers. So at first when this figure was announced, everyone knew it was coming eventually. But I thought, it's another Luke Skywalker, and looking at the initial pictures of it, I thought, he's just reusing a lot of parts from previous Lukes, like the lightsaber construction Luke, I think is one, and maybe the Return of the Jedi Luke that we got previously. A lot of combined parts from those. But then once images of the figure started coming out, and I started seeing a couple people's takes on it, I thought, wow, this Luke is actually a much bigger upgrade than what meets the eye. And I think this might be the best Luke Skywalker in 3 3/4 inch form we've ever gotten to date. It's certainly the Luke that a lot of us think of as at his peak. He has the black outfit with the green lightsaber, and he also has a black robe, which I think is the preferred look that a lot of people have for Luke Skywalker. And when I look at this Luke, I immediately think this is Jedi Master Luke Skywalker, and I'm happy to have him for my collection. So let's go ahead and take a look at this package here first. Picture of Luke from The Mandalorian there. I think they could have done a little bit better job with the image. You can't really see Luke's face much at all. Just think they would make something a little bit more iconic. But still, it's not too bad. Luke Skywalker Imperial Light Cruiser, The Mandalorian. This is VC 264, and we're knocking quite a few of these off the list. Vader, Clintunian Raider, Artillery Stormtrooper, Cal Kestis, and now Luke. So we're knocking them out. So that's the package. Let's go ahead and take a look at the figure. This particular Luke, some parts are reused, some of them are entirely new. I think from basically the legs down are entirely new. And I think the arms might be reused. The head, I'm pretty sure, is reused from previous Lukes. The photo reel turned out pretty good on this. It's not 100% perfect, but we're getting pretty close. In fact, just go ahead and show you a couple comparisons. I think this Luke is not 100% like the lightsaber construction Luke, but it's pretty close. And we'll bring another one out here. It might be the same head. It's hard to tell though. But for me, this Luke's head looks like it is from a previous one. Not 100% sure. It just looks awfully familiar to me. But in terms of the articulation, he does have a... yeah, it's a ball joint at the head there. And he does have hinged shoulders, and hinged elbows, and hinged wrists. Looks like both wrists go in the same motion, up and down. He actually only has a swivel waist. Then he does have hinged hips, then swivel thigh. Yeah. Then hinged knees, and he does have rocker ankles. So this is one of the first Luke Skywalker figures, I think, in 3 3/4 inch scale where we're getting rocker ankles with it. In terms of weapons and accessories, so comes with his black robe, obviously. And Hasbro finally got the cut right. It's not an oversized robe like this. And we finally have a black robe instead of just a solid brown robe like here. In fact, it might be the same robe actually as the Jabba's Palace look here. And he also comes with the same blaster that we've gotten with so many characters, so many Lukes, so many Jabba's Palace aliens in recent years. But it is painted a little bit different. It has a kind of a silver pistol grip there. So a little bit of unique paint detailing in it. And it has a little bit more of a silver patch there than normal. And of course he has his green lightsaber, which I think this might be entirely new. It doesn't look like any of the Luke Skywalker's lightsabers I've seen before. Looks like an entirely new hilt and an entirely new blade to go along with it. And it looks great. It's very nice. It has a kind of a goldish color paint detailing in it. Looks very crisp. And he does have his unignited hilt here, which plugs into his belt perfectly. And it looks good. Hood does fit over his head decently. It's not oversized like the lightsaber construction Luke is. And unfortunately, yeah, this Luke doesn't have the much of a hole in his foot where you can put a stand on him if you wanted to. So unfortunately, this Luke will have to do without a stand. But other than that, I think that's really about all else I can tell you about this Luke. We'll just do one more comparison with the other three here. Evolutions of the Luke Skywalker. For the longest time, I thought this lightsaber construction one was the best, and then this one came along, and then I thought he was the best. And I think this new one here takes the top spot as the best 3 3/4 inch Luke Skywalker we've ever gotten. Really impressed with it. Happy to have it for my collection, and I would totally recommend it for yours. If you could only have one Luke Skywalker for your collection, I don't think anybody would go wrong with having this one. Unfortunately, it has been a little bit difficult to get a hold of, and that's why I've waited so long to get them. And I don't want to spend $20 to $30 for him on eBay. And Entertainment Earth is often it's not in stock, and then it's saying, oh, we'll get it in this month, and then oh, we'll get it in that month. And on Amazon, he hasn't been available at retail price up until this point. So if you do manage to find him for a good price, I would say you need to jump on this and get him for your collection. So anyways, that concludes this review. I hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned for more reviews in the future. There will be plenty more to come. And if you haven't already, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. I greatly appreciate your support. And check out the links in the description as well. And thanks for watching.